Greetings and welcome to another episode of Catholicism and Coffee. I am Stephen Gasinski.
I am Beth Kaczynski.
We talk about Catholicism, all things Catholic, and enjoy some great brews. Today, we're going to be talking about the Charlie Brown Christmas special, specifically
A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie Brown Christmas and It's Christmas Time Again, Charlie Brown.
Yes. Now there's a third one that's I Want a Dog for Christmas, Charlie Brown, but that's not as focused on Charlie Brown and Snoopy, so we're not going to go into that one.
Yeah, well, we may do that one at a later date.
Yeah.
Well, let's get some housekeeping stuff out of the way first.
All right.
Well, for those of you who've been hiding under a rock lately and didn't check our latest message, we have decided to enter the realm of storytelling. So we're working on our first original film. One of the major things that is a hurdle for us is cost. And so we are needing your support with that. And that would be greatly appreciated. Well, how can you support us, you ask? Well, you could purchase some of our books and some of our stuff in shops and etc. Our website got changed, so we're going to, we'll post the link in the comments later today. Actually, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We also have a new book out. I know you're 2 weeks into Advent, so I'm gonna make sure you can see Peace for the Seasons. This is an Advent and Christmas. It'll combine the two books, but also has some extra stuff for you to enjoy. We expanded upon a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Now the main bare bone, the foundation's still the same as the other two books, but we decided to combine them and zhuzh it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And as a quick note, the Advent book, it is not specific for each year. So you can get it this year and read it next year. It's not however many days are in week 4, because sometimes there's only one day in the 4th week of Advent. Sometimes there's 6.
Yeah, you can never be
But
sure.
it's for each week. We have 5 entries to keep it nice and consistent.
Yeah.
So you can read it for any Advent, any year, not just this year. Because
Yep.
I know some places they'll do a very specific Advent for this year only.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We wanted to make it as accessible as possible for
Yes.
You all.
Mm-hmm. And Christmas, it goes over 12 days, and there's always 12 days of Christmas.
Mm-hmm. I like the song.
Yes. And if you do not want our Peace for the Seasons, or let's say you've already bought our Advent and Christmas books and you just want to know what new stuff we published, we have an ebook that is just the new supplemental material, and that is called Traditions and Celebrations for the Seasons of Advent and Christmas. It's available as an ebook only. So yeah, you got to get the ebook. We don't have it available as a physical book just because it is very, very short.
Mm-hmm.
But the Traditions and Celebrations is most of our supplemental material for the special edition of our Advent and Christmas books.
Yes.
And if you're looking for a Christmas gift for a Catholic movie fan, check out this guy's book.
Form Filming Faith. I didn't grab my copy. I should have.
Yeah. If you want to see what it looks like, look at an earlier episode.
Yeah. But Chris and I showed off several times. So we've got those coming out soon.
Yeah, and if you want, I just want an Advent devotional or I just want a Christmas book, those are both available separately still.
Yes.
And we've also got our Praying with Saints journals as well if you're more of a journal person.
Mm-hmm. So we keep things pretty. We've got variety.
Yes, and we're always coming up with some new things. So we did recently start a new book. Not going to go into more details tonight. So come watch later episodes. We'll tell you more.
Yes.
And we have another new thing that's a little bit different. Do you want to share or should I?
Why you share?
Okay. We've started our own Facebook group. Yay!
Yes.
So a lot of other podcasts will have a Facebook group just to increase engagement with the listeners and the followers, because we don't want to just talk at a computer or talk at a video camera. We want to engage with you. So the name of this group is Catholic Nerds Commune, and that's delving into the pop culture aspect of what we're trying to explore here.
Yes.
So come check it out. Come join us if you want.
Yeah, we're a small group. We're just getting started, so there's not a ton on there right now, but we're going to build up, and we'll have regular posts and such just to let you know we're still alive.
Yeah, and we want to grow the group, but we cannot do it without you. Yeah. So join our group. Invite a friend. Tell a friend.
Yeah. Catholic Nerd Commune. we'll have the. I'll also put the link down there.
Okay.
In the comments as well. Any other housekeeping?
I think we've talked about housekeeping enough. People come here to hear about Charlie Brown.
Yes.
And the cat is in the background again. Our apologies.
Yeah, she's being rotten. Anyhow, so Charlie Brown. Why don't we start with the first one?
Okay.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yes. So, for those of you who are not aware, Charlie Brown is just this average kid, always down on his luck, usually feels depressed. So this special opens, and we have a little bit of background where they're ice skating and they're singing. But then our first glimpse of Charlie Brown, he's talking about how it's Christmas. I know I should feel happy, but I'm feeling depressed, and I don't know why. And we just see he's got this desire to find basically the true meaning of Christmas, to feel happy, to feel joyful, even though he's feeling depressed at Christmas time and doesn't know why.
Yeah, and he's frustrated over the commercialization.
Yes.
Comments. Unfortunately, so Snoopy is trying to win a house decorating contest.
Yeah, a light and display contest. And then Charlie Brown's really frustrated by that. My own dog's gone commercial. And then Charlie Brown's sister Sally is writing her letter to Santa Claus and is like, I've got a long list of presents, but if it's too much trouble, just give me money. How about 10s and 20s? And of course, Charlie Brown's all exasperated by that. Even my baby sister.
Yeah.
And he just can't seem to escape the commercialism.
Yeah. And so he tries to go seek advice from Lucy. I don't know why, because she's useless.
Yeah. Well, did he know that it was Lucy's psychiatrist booth, or was he expecting real professional help?
He knew it was Lucy.
Yeah. I guess he was just that desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Lucy's great idea is, you need involvement. Come direct our Christmas play.
Oh, hello. Anyway, we'll look at comments later.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
we'll display them and share our responses for all to enjoy. So he is assigned as the director for the Christmas play, and it's total chaos.
Yeah. And Charlie Brown is trying to get things under control. He wants to do this play. He wants to do it right. And then Lucy's telling him, you know, Christmas is just a big commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Charlie Brown's like, this play is not going to be commercial. And he wants to set the mood right. So his great idea is, we need a Christmas tree.
And so they send him, and Lucy gives her idea for what the ideal Christmas tree is.
It needs to be big. It needs to be painted pink, maybe. I don't know why.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but then Charlie Brown and Linus go off to find their Christmas tree. And if you've seen it, you know the tree Charlie Brown finds. It is not some great big aluminum shiny Christmas tree.
It's quite humble.
Humble is a good term for it.
Yeah.
And then Linus expresses his doubts. He's like, this isn't what Lucy described. Are you sure? But Charlie Brown's like, yes, I want this tree. I think it needs me.
Mm-hmm. And so he brings the tree back, and
everyone laughs at him.
Including Snoopy.
Snoopy laughs at him a lot.
Yeah, Snoopy's kind of a troll.
Yeah.
That's why he and I get along.
Yep.
Snoopy even boos when he's made director. And Snoopy causes a good part of the chaos that's there.
Yep. Yeah.
And there was a lot of, it's just a mess. And then Charlie Brown just has enough.
Yep.
And disappears.
Yeah, well, first he says, can anyone tell me what Christmas is all about? And here is when we finally transition from the commercialism of Christmas to the true meaning of Christmas. Thanks to Linus.
Linus drops his blanket and goes up and takes the center. He takes the center stage and he quotes the Gospel of Luke.
Yes.
Now, some interesting stuff about this behind the scenes. Charles Schultz got a lot of backlash from the studio about quoting scripture. And they were like, cut it, cut it, cut it. And he said, I will not. And the Charles Schultz estate will sue people, any of the studios, if they cut it from the broadcast. It's very strongly written into their contract.
Yes.
And people are like, well, why are you doing this? You're not a preacher. And he goes, the Bible's not just for church on Sunday. It just isn't. And it stays in there. And so Linus quotes scripture. And then later, Charlie Brown's still not, he's not quite convinced because he's just, the poor kid's been through the ringer.
Yeah, but he's feeling a little bit better once Linus tells him that's what Christmas is all about. So he decides to take his little tree home and decorate it and prove it's going to work for our play.
Yeah. And so he eventually, so later the kids kind of realize, oh, we're kind of jerks.
Yep. So they go and they find Charlie Brown where he's attempted to decorate his tree, but of course he hangs one ornament. The poor thing sags over. He's all sad about it. He walks away, but then Linus comes, takes his blankie, wraps it around the tree and says, it's not a bad little tree. It just needs a little love.
And all the kids decorate the tree.
Yes.
And it stands up nice and tall and actually looks pretty darn good.
Yeah. And then Lucy even admits Charlie Brown did get a good tree.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So do the kids find the true meaning of Christmas by the end of the episode?
I think some do. I don't know if all of them do because Lucy's kind of dense.
Yeah, but she is finally nice to Charlie Brown.
Yeah, for 5 minutes. Schroeder, I don't think so either. He's too busy with his piano playing Beethoven. Beethoven is his god. He needs some. Poor Schroeder needs some help. So that's the first one.
Yep.
It's incredibly sweet, very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
a true classic.
A great classic. Highly recommend. It's become a staple in our household.
Yes, it was always a staple in my household.
Yeah. So, shall we go on to the next one?
I think so. So the next one, it's Christmas time again, Charlie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one starts where Charlie Brown is trying to participate in the commercialism of Christmas. He's going door to door trying to sell these Christmas wreaths, and people keep telling him, it's not even Thanksgiving. Sounds a lot like what we see today. Well, now it's not even Halloween.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, don't get me started.
Okay.
So, that's a nightmare and a half.
Yeah.
And Sally attempts to help him, but she's too...
She comes up with some story about how these wreaths were made, and Charlie Brown's telling her, hey, you got to be honest with this. And then she tries being honest. She's like, want these wreaths made by my brother from trees in our backyard or something like that?
Yeah.
But again, selling the wreaths is not good for them.
So they continue this whole journey, and eventually then Sally's trying to figure out, she's doing a report for school, I think, for Christmas or something like that. I'm trying to remember.
She's trying to write a letter.
Oh, she's trying to write a letter.
Yes, and she's not sure about Santa Claus's name, not sure if he has a middle initial, and then decides to write to his wife. And her name is apparently Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And Sally's usually a mess.
So then she tries to go to help from Linus. He actually is trying to be helpful and quotes scripture, again, without his blanket.
Yes, and he's quoting the Gospel of Luke again.
Yeah, and Sally is just not hearing it.
Yeah, and she's trying to figure out the true meaning of Christmas. It's like, I like getting presents, but I hate shopping.
It's great.
Yeah. And speaking of shopping, Charlie Brown's trying to buy the perfect Christmas gift for the girl he likes.
Yeah.
And he wants to get her a pair of gloves, but they cost too much, and he's all worried about it. And he goes to seek advice from his friends. Sally's like, you're a cheapskate if you don't get the gloves. Lucy's like, you got to give her exactly what she wants. And Linus is like, No, just get her something good. Just make sure it comes from the heart, basically.
Yeah.
And then we see poor Charlie Brown going and selling all of his stuff so he can get money for the gloves. He buys the gloves. Then he sees the little girl behind him at the store. She just got a new pair of gloves from her mother. So now he can't give her the gloves, but they get good use. Snoopy wears them.
It's true. He really, it should be the dog bro before the girl, but no one asks me anything. Like Linus, everyone asks me and they don't listen.
Yep. And then another major plot point of this episode, there's a lot going on in this one.
That one, it's pretty complicated.
Yeah, but the kids are doing a Christmas play, which is, of course, the Christmas story from the Bible. Sally's playing an angel. She has one line.
Hark.
Yes. She's very worried about that she won't remember it.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Peppermint Patty wants to be Mary, but the teacher asks Marcy to be Mary.
Yes.
And Peppermint Patty's cast as a sheep.
And then she's saying, why do they have to ruin Christmas by making us be in plays? And then she's worried about forgetting her lines. All she has to say is bah.
And Marcy kind of trolls her a bit and drags her along with a shepherd's crook. Why Mary has a shepherd's crook, nobody knows. Franklin has a great cameo.
Yep, he
has
plays
two.
Gabriel.
Yeah, he actually appears twice in there. He talks to Charlie Brown at one point, yelling at him. But he cameos as Gabriel, and he has a couple of great lines in there.
Yeah. And then they are, Franklin and Marcy playing Gabriel and Mary are quoting scripture again. And Marcy has to behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. And then Franklin as Gabriel's like, I can't hear you, Mary, because of your sheep. Because Peppermint Patty's just sitting there going, bah, bah.
It's a bear, and then Sally did forget her line.
Yes.
And Charlie Brown is so ashamed of her, he leaves.
Yep. And then Sally, in typical Sally fashion, is all confused. And she says, Herald Angel comes to sing.
Yeah. And Harold Angel's at the door.
Yeah. Well, Charlie Brown, of course, is like, Herald Angel, Sally, you're getting this wrong again, because she goofs up words all the time. But then the episode, doesn't, almost at the end, is Herald Angel showing up at the door. And then the very end is Linus and Lucy at home. They're brother and sister, in case you don't know. And Linus is like, didn't you say yesterday, Lucy, that we should be nice to each other all the time and not just on Christmas?
Lucy breaks that within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's such a ridiculous.
It's typical siblings.
I wouldn't know.
I know you wouldn't know.
But yeah, it's great to watch and good wholesome fun.
Yeah. And a Charlie Brown Christmas, you really see the two sides of the commercialism of Christmas and then the true meaning when Linus goes on stage and shares the Christmas story and Charlie Brown's desire to find the true meaning. Whereas it's Christmas time again, Charlie Brown, you just see a lot of this childlike innocence that is so affiliated with Christmas.
It's really nice, and they're trying to do the right. Everyone's trying to do the right thing.
Yes,
they just don't always go about it the right way,
yep.
which is it's typical children.
Yes,
it's typical adults too, but still.
And then you just see this child understanding of Christmas of not, we're in this play and we're learning about the Christmas story. They're ruining Christmas because we have to be in plays and remember lines.
It's true. And I'm a theater kid, so I can say this.
Yep.
I don't even feel bad about it. So, anyhow, so that's our review.
Yeah. So, how are these two specials Catholic?
Well, we have the Christmas story in there. They're trying. It's about service. Linus is actually instructing the ignorant, so it's a corporal work of mercy.
Yeah, spiritual work of mercy.
That one's spiritual work of mercy. But Charlie Brown is actually trying to do a corporal spiritual work of mercy, but a corporal work of mercy by serving as director to help out. So there's a lot of stuff there.
Yes.
So, shall we look at comments?
I think it's a good idea.
All right. Okay, here we go. Woohoo, live show. Friend and contributor to the channel, Christopher Chance. Greetings. I see Steven is now growing a beard. It's called Steven's Too Lazy to Shave. Hopefully a catastrophe won't happen. I couldn't resist the pun. You should have. Come on. Truth and Shadow podcast, also a friend of the show. And I thought I would jump on and say hello. Well, hello. I'm happy to see that you're feeling better, Steven. Talk to you later. Yeah. Well, we'll be talking. Love Charlie Brown's Christmas special. As a kid, one year we had a Charlie Brown tree to do due to money stuff. My mom being a single mom. Well, there you go. On other news, my parents and I have been watching the original Planet of the Apes films from the 60s and 70s. The first three in particular would be a good subject for future CNC episodes. Possibly. Charles Schultz got a lot of backlash for Peanuts in general. He was a brave artist and writer. Yes.
Yeah.
He fought. There are specials on the DVDs, and I, being the giant nerd that I am, I'm like, I want to know what happened. How does this come about? And there was a lot of.
Yeah.
They fought with the studios a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot with Franklin too. Thanksgiving episode especially.
I'm trying to remember what the fight was with Franklin.
Yeah, well, they didn't want a character of color basically at that time period. And Charles Schultz is like, no, we're including him.
Yeah, he told him pound sand. Yeah. And Lucy's too busy flirting with Shutter. Yeah, that is true. 2 Sundays ago, during the first Sunday of Advent, a priest at my parish called Pre-September Christmas celebrators godless heathens. You're probably right. It was a good review. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. One could say the virtue of humility was present for the characters by the imagery of the little Christmas tree. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we even said it was a very humble tree.
It was a humble tree, but yeah. Okay. Ooh. Vicky Yasinski. Huh. I think I know that person. It was brave of Charles Schultz to stick to his guns and not remove the gospel from his story. Apparently, Charlie Brown was basically an autobiography for Schultz. Good review. Yes. Charles had a lot of, because he tried to work for Disney and they thought he wasn't very good. He tried to work for other studios and they basically weren't accepting of his work. So he did newspaper comic strips and got popular enough that they're like, oh, we'll do. And these 3 guys all got together and were like, okay, we're going to do TV specials. And they grabbed this jazz musician to write Vince Guaraldi to write the score. And a lot of people were like, eh.
Yeah, well, critics didn't like the early episodes or specials, but the people loved them.
Yeah.
It was like there were 3 channels at the time, and 49% of viewers were watching a Charlie Brown. Was it either Christmas or Halloween, or maybe both?
It was The Great Pumpkin was the first one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't. Charles was just like, do what I want. And Bill Melendez, who was the director and one of the producers, like, yeah, we're gonna do what we want. We're just gonna let Charles do his job and make the best project we can. And they knocked it out of the park every time.
Yeah.
Even there was actually a newer one that we watched not that long ago that was released in 2003, which was pretty good. It was, I forgot what it was called. It was actually pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, I've actually said the newer ones are starting to grow on me because I grew up with the classics. I always watched Great Pumpkin. Always watched Charlie Brown Christmas. Always watched Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Then I watched new ones. I'm like, these aren't as good, but they're growing on me.
Well, they kept the heart of everything.
They did.
They don't retcon stuff and then blame the fans because the fans hate them. They're like, we're going to keep the heart of it and make the best movie we can. And don't change the characters.
Maybe that's why they're growing on me, is because all the other franchises are changing things and I don't want to watch anymore.
That's why I pretty much watch old stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I very rarely watch the new things. That's why we don't have a lot of new stuff on the channel. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah. So that was our review for that. We hope you enjoyed it. I don't know when we're going to hop on again for another live.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be doing another one before Christmas because I know there was another topic we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. So we got some cool stuff coming up there.
Yeah. Then we're tossing some ideas around for what to do next year.
Yes.
Which feels weird. We're already saying next year.
Yeah. Okay. Blaming fans like Star Wars has been doing. Do not get me started about blaming fans. Oh, you and I could both talk. I know. Oh, I have words. And I like the Peanuts movie that came out last decade. It was faithful to the source material. Yes. Watched it recently, and it was actually quite good.
Yep.
Hi.
Here we have an unexpected guest. It's not Professor Heterodox this time.
No, this one's a little less troublesome. But yes.
Yeah, come say hi. Say hi. Oh, okay.
That was her hi. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and in the meantime, check out our show, check out our Facebook group,
yes.
And
check out our
buy
books.
The books.
Yes.
Yeah. He can return if you want him to.
We have to have 100 people say they want him to return before that happens.
Yes. That there we go. 100 people and 20 book purchases. There we go. I'm going to make it as difficult as we can. And yes. Bianca is well, she got fired from tech support.
Yep, we're still trying to find a job for her around here.
And I don't know if this is Professor Heterodox, but cast the votes. I'll be waiting. And laters. All right. Well, in the meantime, have a great evening, everyone, or great rest of your day whenever you watch this. Yep. In the meantime, be bold, be brave, be courageous. God bless.
God bless.